Cam Newton, you talk. Coach JB talk. Let's talk.
Respecting it. Times have changed. Anybody that's over the age of 30, we have to walk in a world where certain things that we thought was not cool or uncool is completely different now. These kids are doing things that we would have never done. It was Jay-Z, one of his tracks off of 444, like, let's stop acting like Tupac can have a nose ring too.
Players that have been known to paint their nails: Jordan Clarkson, Tristan Cassis, Dennis Rodman, Jalen Green, Jared McCain, also Dwayne Wade.
It's the whole evolution of what a person is bringing to the game, and you gotta respect it. You may not understand it, and I would challenge anybody, if you don't understand it, ask the question, like, what are you doing? Because the story behind it may be enlightening, from somebody not wanting to bite their nails to their mom being a beautician or doing nails themselves. So it's not just weird, it's a message behind it, and I appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be spicy. Well, Jay-Z said that about Tupac, and I told y'all about me. I got a nose ring, but I didn't grow up thinking that you wore sexuality. I didn't. And for many reasons, I get into it after Coach JB responds, but I didn't think that, like, I seen too many real tough guys who were actually soft, and I seen some guys who were just like soft, like kind of like martial artists. If you know a real martial artist, typically they're more soft-spoken, chill to themselves, and they will whoop your ass. So I grew up already knowing, like, tough ain't tough. Gangsters ain't tough. They are kids who didn't get hugged enough or didn't like the hugs they got. I wasn't scared of scary people. I was like, you scared. That's why you try to act scary. So let's hear what Coach got to say, because I know it's going to be crazy.
The message is gay, Cam, and you're fucking me up. You got me fucked up, Cam. I'm being respectfully, I like you, Cam, but you got me fucked up.
Yeah, you're going to get my stuff shut down. Okay, that's enough. I think on this channel, they don't let that go. Instagram, they let that fly. I don't think they let that fly over here. So I know what he's going to say, because I've seen this video, actually. Cam wants us to understand where the itty-bitties are. Damn, I want to show that. Did they cut it down now? Let's go a little more. Look at me tempting fate. Let's see.
Because what you gave horrible examples. Number one, Dwayne Wade, who has a fucking kid who.
Okay, no, it's getting worse. But we know where he's going, because that's Coach JB, and he got to go there. Golly. Play it? People saying play it. Y'all don't care about me enough. Let's see.
Transition. Miss me with the bullshit. We know why he painted his nails, homie. He is all in on his little boy changing and transitioning. That is grooming 101 to our youngsters looking up to those superstar celebrity statuses like yourself, by the way, Cam. And you and your co-host sitting here talking about we have changed. Anyone over 30. It doesn't mean you don't, just because I'm over 30 don't mean I got to be fucking gay and bow down to your bullshit, homie. You got me fucked up, Cam, on this. You're condoning it. Shout out to Pac-Man Jones, who absolutely is ripping Caleb Williams for wearing this shit and making football feminine. Pac-Man Jones been on his neck every single day on his show. Shout out to Pac-Man and real motherfuckers that aren't going to allow this to creep into our kids. Boosie, shout out. Because guess what? They're entwined and engaged in our young, youthful communities. And guess what? This shit right here is going through it, permeating in it, and it is going through and resonating with our youngsters. And now we see boys wearing nails thinking that we're all equal. Boys and girls belong in the same spaces. This progressive bullshit talk. Miss me, Cam. This is a man sport, homie. It's a physical gladiator one at that. And we're going to talk about painting our fucking nails just because we're different and over 30. You got to adapt. Nah, this ain't adapting, homie. This is feminizing the sport. This is why y'all want women to coach it. This is why y'all think women should play it. Nah, this ain't it, homie.
Blah, blah, blah. Wow. Let's go. Okay. This is the tug of war we're all living in, right? And I think the best way to address it, first of all, shout out to both of them for leading with they real. Yeah, I think that Cam really feels that way. First of all, how do you know that? Look at Cam. Like, Cam look like he like, hey, man, don't be trying to judge me fully based off of what you're seeing, because there's more to it, right? And then Coach JB is like, look, dog, I get inclusivity. I get everybody being down with stuff. At the same time, we got to have codes. We got to have borders. Some things are just for, right? So some could say in the simple way, gender roles. In other ways, you could say, hey, men do that, women do this. I'm going to tell you how I grew up, and then I'm going to try and merge all these things together. Because as a father, I'm going through this right now, right? Like the origins of sexuality and the origins of masculinity and femininity. I got 2 itty-bitty girls. I did a great job with my oldest. She is a lady, right? About to be engaged to an amazing Wall Street executive. He's doing amazing. They're both doing their thing. She ain't for the gram. She ain't a thought. She ain't never ever wanted all that kind of attention. She ain't caught up in the masculine feminine of trying to lead her man around, and she ain't trying to just post a life. She living her real life. It's crazy. She is a very mature individual. Props. But I still got 3 more at it. And the world keep changing and spinning. So I'm not acting like since I made a shot, I'm gonna make all my shots. I'm not that. I don't know if I'm gonna go 4 for 4 or 1 for 4. But I got number 2 coming up, my 10-year-old boy. And then I got 2 girls coming up, 7 and 6. And I'm looking at them like, man, what's the line? Because I see it. The inclusivity line, right? Respect all these things. But I also know that you got to respect your own values. What do you value? So some places you value things differently than other places, right? I used to be Mr. No Sleepover. You ain't sleeping over at nobody's house. I give a damn. I will be there at 11:59 p.m. picking you up. That's what you call a sleepover. Yep, you in daddy's car sleeping on the way home. You ain't spending the night over there so they uncle who just came in town and ain't seen him in 5 years, don't know who he really is going to be like, hey, you sleep, little man? It's early. Or worse, coming in there, y'all sleep? Come on, man. Y'all know the scenarios. So I'm trying to figure this out for my boy. What to let him do, not do. I changed one of my values. I used to say no sleepovers. But then he got some boys and some families that I really rock with. Like fully. Like, first of all, it ain't good enough if your son is cool and the parents ain't. You ain't sleeping over. And if the parents are cool, but I don't like the little boy, we got a watch list in my family. Literally, my kids will walk up to a kid, hang with them, and be coming to me like, Daddy, can we have a play date? I'll be like, who? And they tell me, they're not on the watch list. And I'll be like, basically, I tell my kids, watch out for them. I tell them, I'll be like, watch out for him. I can tell the bad kids. Come on, I coach. Anyway, so I'm like, watch out. All of this is where do you go with your values? So in my household, what turns out, I don't even know if it's my household because I got all these piercings and all this stuff done when I was done. I got tattoos you can't see. Look at that. Oh, sorry ass tattoo. What am I dark ass getting a tattoo for? Whack tattoos, right? Piercings. I got my nose pierced, my ears pierced. It had nothing to do with me and like, did I like boys? Did I like girls? It was like, oh, I want to express myself. I got a little freedom. I got $5. I can do some wild stuff if I want to. Let me peacock a little bit. Why do you think I wear jewelry? Like, for real, I wore a chain last night, a black diamond chain. Just because it looked good on my outfit, I feel like Nino Brown. More importantly, why I do it? Why I buy it? Peacocking. You know how rich people always act like they ain't flexing, and then you hear about Saint-Tropez in the summer, and you see 800-foot yachts. You're like, what is this? Everyone flexes. Everyone peacocks in their own way, right? What Coach JB is saying is like, look, peacock all you want, but stay in your yard for certain things. Peacock. Don't be trying to fly over here because that don't fly over here. And flip-flop. And the opposite is true. And you got to figure it out for yourself. The best answer is, what is your family values? And then once you answer that, is it infringing on theirs? Sometimes it is. Let's just be real. And in this conversation, it is. To look at Caleb Williams, to me, this is wrong, no matter what. To look at Caleb Williams and actually go at him because he got his nails painted and he plays football, and y'all gonna make that a grander concept of like, this is what's wrong with this country, this is what's wrong with men, this is wrong with this sport, or any other trampoline thought you're gonna have of taking it from him painting his nails to, see what I'm saying? That's the leap of ignorance I don't respect. And that doesn't mean you're ignorant. I just think that is a leap of ignorance. You wanna know why? Because I could do this taste test. There's a place, I've told you guys before, I've never been, this is hilarious though, but there's a place, I remember because I was gonna buy a house in Atlanta way back, and Bulldogs or something I think it's called, I don't know. And I was going down the street, and the realtor and my boy or something was showing me the spots. And they were like, this Lenox Mall. I was like, who don't know Lenox Mall? And then the other one, Phipps. I was like, yeah. Take me off the damn tourist attraction. Get me off this damn bus and tell me some real. If I'm going to move here and live here, I want to know where things really are. And then, anyway, they just talking. And it's like, oh, that spot right there. You see all them dudes? And I'm not lying. The line looked like Naughty by Nature, Tretch. It looked like 80 Naughty by Natures. Like Timbo boots, big jeans. Yo. It looked like an NWA video shoot. I was like, oh, what's that spot? They was like, oh, it's like a bar, lounge or something. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, damn, there's a lot of dudes going in there. And they was like, oh, it's a gay spot. I was like, oh, what? They was like, gay spot. I said, and the reason I had to say, like, repeat yourself, I'm trying not to get shut down because Coach JB went there. I said, it's a what? And I looked again. I said, them dudes look like West Side Neighborhood Rolling 60 Crips. I was like, what? They look so gangster and hard. They look like the hardest of hards. And I was like, they are? And they were like, yeah, buddy. I could keep going. I've had teammates. I had a teammate that came out. He didn't come out when he played because he was like, man, y'all too crazy. But his name was Ezra Tawala. Played football well. But, so my thing is, how far are you going to go with this correlation? Causation, wherever you want to take it. Where are you going with the nails speak for that? Because that, what you're talking about, doesn't really have a look, a distinguish, like if you're doing this, you're doing that. It's not a direct correlation. That's all I'm saying. So if it's not a direct correlation, where are we going with this conversation? That's my family value. I don't like all inclusivity. I don't like everything. No, I don't want to do everything you do. And you know what? If you're being honest, you don't want to do everything I do. I know you don't. Because when you come over my house, you're like, dog, where is the salsa? Why are these tacos have ketchup? Right. If I go over your house, I'm like, why are y'all cooking chitlins? I ain't eating no hog maws, pig's feet. I used to go to my grandma's house. I'm like, what is this? She's like, boy, you better sit down and eat or else. I was like, or else. I'm running outside, or else. So that's how I look at things. We all trying to merge, and it's tough. That's what a team is about. That's what the locker room is about. That's why what we saw from the Knicks was so special. You got to merge all these imperfect pieces to try and get the perfect result, which is a chip, which is us in harmony, in peace. But man, I just don't like it. And I know Caleb Williams a little bit, but this ain't to protect nobody. You know me. I love the truth more than all these fools. I just don't like that if that were my son and he decides to do that with his nails, paint them, and then he also just is so damn good, he on the cover of Madden, that becomes not a blessing. And they're going to try and say he's something he ain't. Or if he is, who are you to say it? Let him say it. Like, you know what I mean? And look, you know me, I don't know if I'm conservative or progressive. I don't even like the labels, so miss me. I'm just saying, dog, I do live by the golden rule. Treat people like you want to be treated, right? So I can flip it. I can flip it a lot of ways. So Coach JB is a white man, former gangster from Compton. I know it. He authentic. He real, whatever you want to say. At the same time, I know he had to face headwind. Look at you. You ain't really down. You ain't really gangster. You ain't really from Compton. You ain't really black. People probably say that. True or false? It's all false. Coach JB more hard. He gangster. He more hard than me. I hang with him all the time. I'm like, dog, Coach, we went on his boat one time, almost capsized, almost flipped the boat. One of his boys almost drowned. More importantly, he almost got into a fight because people was filming it, he thinking he going on TMZ. Coach JB crazy. He for the shits. Me? No, none of that. No. I'm over there. Coach JB clowning. Why can't call him Coach JB? Jason calling me Coach. I call him Coach for real. He like, dog, Wiley, you okay? I was like, yeah. He was like, dog, them people ain't gonna do nothing. I was like, I'm not gonna find out. Like, I don't, on a boat, somebody be like, oh yeah, y'all talking noise over there? Well, let me hit you with this flare gun, but it ain't no flares. I ain't getting shot on no water. But the point is, I know he had to face people judging the book by its cover. And ain't it interesting right now, we judging that book, Caleb Williams and them fingernails, by its cover. Because I had to deal with it. People think that I'm gangster when they don't know me. They're like, look at that big old dude. Oh, he smiled. Oh, he told a joke. I ain't got to disarm you. Like, I saw something, or I laughed at something, or something made me laugh, or I was being funny. But people want you to disarm yourself for them, for their comfort. You meet me, you reading me wrong. Immediately, I know it. Because I don't have that mean spirit. I just don't. And I'm glad I don't. Because it makes me acknowledge all those who do. And I'd be like, dog, something wrong with you. Oh, cool. We about to go at it. What's up, bro? I don't even like what you said. Okay. So? It ain't that deep, bro. I really walk away from people. I really walk away from situations. I do. I really laugh at people in their face. Like, you're mad. They be like, I thought, you can see when smoke is supposed to escalate. I've been on teams. No, I played 10 years in the league. All these dudes want to fight and practice and stuff. I'm like, man, if you don't get out of my face, I ain't going to hurt my finger messing you up. I will whoop your ass. And if I don't even care. But guess what? We ain't going to never find out because we ain't fighting. Well, you a punk. Yeah, okay. I've heard more. It's like I'm in that space. And if you Cam Newton, he getting judged by his looks. Why are you wearing them hats? Why are you crossing your legs with them short? You wearing a short set with your legs crossed and Vaseline all on your calves? People, Cam Newton was Cam. Okay, so he soft and he whack and he all that. He the NFL MVP. Where I'm from, you kind of tough. Where I'm from, you became the MVP of the league. You became Cam Newton. He used to go into the end zone and we stopped what we were doing to see what he was going to do next. He was dabbing on cats. You walking down the street doing a dab just because of Cam. I just don't like judging books by covers. Now, if you are and you is, go. And the last point is all the examples that they gave, right? Look, I know I'm a dad. And it's a lot of things I want my kids to become. And if they do become what I'm thinking and what they want to be, it's going to be a beautiful life. And if they don't, I got to find a way to make it beautiful. I got to make lemonade out of it because they my kids. I'm telling you right now. No matter how they turn out, they mine and I love them. Now, I may not like their ass. I may not like what they become. I may not like what they doing, but I'm going to love them. And that's sometimes you just got to have that justification. You have kids, you understand that, right? But I think it's all about values and inclusivity and respecting. I don't want everything from you. I don't want all your values, but I'm not going to be a hater. Simple as that. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? Marcellus Wiley on the rocks. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe the purpose. Time to hydrate. Hydration situation, so.